Okay, so you want to know how to improve your credit score. Duane here with How to Build Credit TV, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what I did to improve my credit score over 100 points in a little under a year. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you proof in this video that I did improve my credit score. But before we get started, I have a quick. Once again, my name is Duane with How to Build Credit TV. And on this channel, we talk about everything you need to know about credit, credit cards, and making money using credit cards. As a matter of fact, I was able to earn over $1,700 using one credit card. So if this sounds like something in which you're interested, be sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking the word subscribe below this video to the right and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. All right, so when it comes to how to improve your credit score, it really kind of depends on your own personal situation as well as your personal credit history. So that's what's going to influence how fast you're able to improve your credit score. What I want to go ahead and do is I want to go ahead and show you guys proof right now. I'm going to go ahead and log on to my Capital One account. I have two credit cards with Capital One, and so I'll go ahead and log into my Capital One account here for you guys. I'm recording with my iPhone 6S. And I'll go ahead and show you guys using CreditWise. Now, CreditWise is based on the Vantage score. And at first I was like, well, this score is not going to be too close to the Fico score. But I've kind of discovered that this score is pretty close to the Fico score. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty interesting. So right now, as you can see, my credit score is 718 according to the CreditWise app. That's not very good. Actually, it was a lot higher recently. But I did apply for 5 credit cards recently. So my score went down for a little bit, and it'll probably stay down for maybe like 6 months. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and go into the history here and kind of show you guys. And I'm going to tap on history. And okay, so as you can see here, it says October 5th, 2018. The reason why it says October 5th is because that was the last time that the CreditWise app updated. So I'll click at the very bottom on one of the dots in the middle. I'll click on the middle dot. And so at the bottom, you can see it says 2017. And I will click on July, the second J. So this is July 2017. My credit score was 630. And if I go back, I'm going to click on the blue dot at the bottom or the dot to the right. And now it says 2018 at the bottom of the screen. And I'm going to click on July of 2018. Here we go. July of 2018, my credit score was 765 according to CreditWise. So I just kind of want to show you guys that real quickly here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys another thing regarding my credit score. So give me 1 second and I'm going to show you my credit score, my FICO score that I got from Discover Card. Okay, so because I'm a nerd, I still have my paperwork from when I applied for my Discover It Secured card back in August 2017. And then I also have the paperwork from the current application of my Discover It card that I applied for in August 2018. So the reason why I'm talking about that is because Discover provides you a free copy of your FICO score. And according to Discover Card at the time that I applied, at the very top, back in August 2017, my credit score was 646 with Equifax. And then the one at the bottom, my credit score is 771 a year later with Experian. So now I know that those are two different credit bureaus, but I definitely can tell you that my credit score did improve a lot. And all I did was, just kind of try to get my overall credit utilization all the way down. And I applied for several secured cards because secure credit cards actually help you improve your credit score. Okay, so before I share with you a couple of things that you can do right now to improve your credit score, I just want to say that there are some categories that make up our credit score that you cannot manipulate. For example, you can't manipulate the fact that you need to have a good overall age of credit. And in order for you to have good overall age of credit, you need to have a credit line or credit for 8+ years. There's no way to manipulate that. You just have to wait or actually have had a credit card or credit established for 8+ years. And once again, this is the average of your credit. So if I have a credit card that I opened and it's 5 years old, and then I open another credit card, 5 years later, that's going to influence the average age of my credit. So you cannot manipulate that. Another thing that you cannot manipulate is the fact that having a lot of available credit is good for your credit score. For example, if you have over $50,000 worth of available credit or credit line, that is actually good for your score, and that puts you in the excellent category for that portion that makes up our overall credit score. So once again, I just kind of want to give you some examples of the things that you cannot manipulate. A lot of people like to talk about you can improve your credit score X amount of points instantly, overnight, and you sort of can, but you can't. There's some things that you cannot manipulate. So I just want to make sure I tell you guys that before I get into the things that you can do kind of right now that will help your credit score and improve your credit score pretty quickly. Okay, so the first thing that you can do right now to improve your credit score is to decrease your credit utilization. Your credit utilization refers to how much of your credit line are you currently using. Let's say you had a credit card with a credit limit of $1,000 and you're currently using $600. So right now you're currently using 60% of your overall credit, and that is not good. So what you can do to improve your credit score is to get that from $600 all the way to $200 or less. You want your overall usage to be between 0% and 10% of what your credit limit is. So 0% of $1,000 is clearly $0, and 10% of $1,000 is $100. So you want to have your credit usage between $0 and $100. And please don't be confused. What I mean by this is when you pay your bill, you want to make sure that you pay your bill off. And so the thing is, when the credit card reports to the credit bureaus, hopefully they'll report when your balance is zero, and then that way your utilization will be zero. So you definitely want to make sure you're paying off your credit card bills as much as possible. Or if you're not going to pay it off and you're going to carry a balance, you definitely want to make sure that that balance is between zero, which is $0, and 10%. You don't want to be over 10% because when you're over 10%, you're not maximizing that portion of the credit score. So you definitely want to make sure that you decrease your overall credit usage, and that is going to improve your credit score instantly. I mean, it's pretty quick. If you don't believe me, try it for yourself. Make sure you get your credit utilization between 0% and 10% and watch your credit score go up. This will improve your credit score. That's one of the things that you can do right off the bat to improve your credit score. The next thing that you can do to improve your credit score is you can try becoming an authorized user on someone else's credit card. Let's say you know somebody else and they have a pretty high credit limit, let's say $10,000, and they've had that card for 5 years. If they add you as an authorized user, that will allow the credit card company to report to the credit bureau that you are basically using that account. It will appear that this is your account. It will appear that you've had the credit card for 5 years and that you have a credit limit of $10,000. And in turn, this is going to help your credit score drastically. It's going to improve your credit score instantly. As soon as it's reported to the credit bureau, your credit score will improve. And the reason why it will improve is it's going to affect your overall age of credit. So once again, I talked about earlier in the video, if you had a credit card that was 5 years old and then you open another line of credit 5 years later, that's going to influence the average age of credit on your credit report. So if you are added as somebody's authorized user, then instantly you're going to, like I said, adapt their credit report, their credit profile. So it will help your age of credit, especially if they've had that credit card established for a long time. It could also help your credit utilization because now, instead of having your one credit card with $1,000 credit line, now you have your $1,000 plus the $10,000 from the card member that just added you as an authorized user. So now you have $11,000 of available credit or credit line. And once again, that looks really good. And so that's going to improve that and lower your credit utilization, which will be incredible. And this is once again going to help improve your credit score drastically. And real quickly, the reason why it's important to have a high credit limit or overall credit limit, as well as having a low credit utilization. This is important because it lets lenders know that, number one, you're responsible. Number two, yes, you have a lot of available credit, but you know how to manage it and you're using it wisely. So it doesn't look like you're desperate. It looks like, hey, we can trust this person. We can lend him money. We can approve him for a car, a house. We can approve him for a credit line of $5,000 or more. So that's why it's important to have a lot of available credit and also important to have a very low credit utilization rate. So Those two things alone will help improve your credit score pretty drastically. If you don't believe me, like I said, give it a try. And if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps our channel quite a bit. And if you want to share this video with somebody that may find it helpful, please feel free to do so. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel, because on this channel, we talk about everything you need to know about credit cards, and how to make money using credit cards. If this sounds like something in which you're interested, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Once again, my name is Duane with How to Build Credit TV, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.